Racing is generally a male-dominated industry. Have you ever felt that being a woman in your field has held you back or is a bonus, or do you feel it has no effect?
There's definitely pros and cons of it. I mean, on a marketing aspect, obviously it is kind of nicer because you're unique, you stand out. Sometimes I'm the only female at the racetrack. And it's kind of nice to see, a few other females starting to make a presence in there. And there's been many before me as well who have helped pave the way. As a female in the male dominated industry, really you just have to be okay with working a little bit harder to gain your respect in your designated field, whatever that is. I know that when I first started racing, I was kind of looked at like, oh, you're racing, like that's cute, you know what I mean? And then I started making podium, I started winning, I started being a dominating force out on the track, and then all of a sudden it was intimidating and people were trying to either protest my car for things that didn't even make sense. They were trying to say my roll cage wasn't up to par just so that they could try to eliminate me. So you'll get a lot of backlash. You'll get a lot of a little bit more of the ego associated with it, and it will just take a little bit more work and a little bit more effort to earn your respect as a female. But you have to come into that industry knowing that you are limited there. You are the minority kind of in that industry, and it's okay, take it on as a challenge. You might have to work a little bit harder, maybe that's not fair, but in the long run you also have to take a look at the bigger picture of what you're doing, kind of paving the way. When I see young female go-karters or little girls that come to the racetrack, but when you see those little girls having a passion coming into the sport, you kind of know, okay, I'm doing something right because I'm making her life a little easier when she wants to come through the ranks, and I'm giving her an inspiration to show her, like, you can do it, you can be here, you can be doing this, it's possible. You don't have to take a look at all the male drivers and think that, oh, I'm not a guy, I can't do that. So when you kind of focus in on that, I just feel like there's so much purpose behind what I do as a female in a male-dominated industry, and you're okay with working a little bit harder to prove yourself.